Hello everyone. So what I wanted to do today is just find out exactly what people's honest opinions and people's perspectives are on this whole situation about this panic buying for literally like stocking up their houses with totally useless items that don't really make sense. I mean, to be honest, there are tons and tons of people out there right now. They are literally panicking right now. They're buying things like, say, toilet roll, they're buying pasta, they're buying everything to stockpile into their houses. So, to be honest, I really do feel as though, like, here in the UK, especially, yeah, there is not enough being done about personal hygiene to begin with. Okay, so when it comes down to it, yeah, people are not washing their hands properly. They're not like literally using a hand sanitizer gel or anything like that. Okay, so when it comes to it, yeah, it's all about your personal hygiene that actually really makes sense. Okay, so during this actual coronavirus outbreak, yeah, what I've noticed as well is that around the world, yeah, there are many countries that's actually doing something serious about it, like shutting down workplaces, yeah, shutting down schools, basically telling people that they need to stay home as well. All right, so a lot of people, like I've noticed on Facebook, and a lot of people I've noticed on Twitter. Yeah, on Facebook, it's like a bit of a joke to people. They think it's very funny, and they're making like a lot of jokes about it. It's not funny. This is a serious thing. Okay, so for instance, when it comes down to it, a lot of people, instead of putting their precious time into thinking about what is it they can do to obviously prevent these issues and obviously help out each other and help out themselves, they're just posting up, say, silly pictures. So this is not helpful at all whatsoever. All right, so this is a very serious situation, and I actually hope that people can take this thing more seriously. I mean, for instance, I'll give you an example. Yeah, the UK government, yeah, people like Boris Johnson has actually stated, yeah, that he wants all the schools to remain open in a way, and he wants all the workplaces to remain open because it's normal. It's like actually you need to act as though it's normal. This is not a normal situation. This is extremely dangerous. Okay, so like for instance, what I done last week is that when they was telling me that on Thursday, because I have college on Thursday and Friday, on Thursday, okay, we had to do this Microsoft Teams training about we had to get an application, we had to download it so as we can actually like stay at home and then still interact as though we're actually in a class. Okay, but when it comes to the actual practical assessments, we won't be able to do that until this thing sort of like closes down. All right, so this coronavirus, when it actually dies down, we'll be able to get back to normal. Well, to be honest, I've seen a few posts from other people on Facebook as well saying about how, yeah, well, I've got a week off from work. Oh, I wonder what I can do. Seriously, it's just so frustrating and stupid. Yeah, people need to spend their time a bit more valuably. Yeah, and obviously like help out themselves as well as others. I mean, for instance, you shouldn't spend the whole week like long thinking, oh yeah, well I'm bored now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, there is so many things you can do in your home. Yeah, to obviously help out yourself, help out your family members, and even for instance, think about all them poor people that can't even get out anyway. Yeah, like people like my nan, she can't even leave the house. Yeah, she's basically share bound. She can't literally like leave or whatever. So whatever she needs, my mum is actually going out and getting things like that she actually needs for her shopping and stuff. Okay, but like what I've done, what I was saying is that when I was at college, they were saying about you need to obviously like use this application Microsoft Teams and then you'll be able to stay at home. Then later on that day, I got a text message via the college telling me that that's all right. Tomorrow's going to be a normal day at college, a full day. So I thought, no, this is not right. How can it be a normal full day if you're telling us that we need to obviously like sort ourselves out? We're not allowed to come in or anything because of this virus outbreak. And basically, the government, i.e., Boris Johnson, has said, yeah, that he's going to allow colleges and schools to stay open. Okay, so I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to allow him to decide the fate of myself and my family. And because obviously my immune system's not too bad, it's not great, but obviously like my partner, who like obviously like she's not too well as well. Her immune system is really bad, and my daughter as well. She suffers with really bad chronic asthma, and this corona thing, it's actually like a chest viral sort of like infection. It will like seriously spread in your lungs, and it will kill you. It will. I mean, there's a lot of people that's actually died so far with this thing, and to be honest, I feel as though like not enough's being done about it. So what I done is I said to my teacher, look, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to go because it's for the safety of me, myself and my family as well. I don't believe that we should be coming in all day long or whatever. I don't even think we should be coming in at all. So do you know what? I'm not going to allow my government to decide my options for me. So I made an educated decision. I thought, do you know what? My family, yeah, is more important at the end of the day. So it's not really worth the sake of a city and guild certificate. I can get that anytime I want. to be fair. I mean, I'm not exactly a silly person. I mean, I'm very educated. Like, I've got loads of different qualifications. So one more don't really make no difference to me, to be fair. Okay. So when it comes down to it, a lot of other people, like for instance, the people that I work, yeah, a lot of people say, oh yeah, but I'm going to miss out on money. Do you know what? Who cares about the money? Your family's more important. You need to stop thinking like very silly and thinking, oh, you need to be thinking in the long run. Yeah. All these people, yeah, they're obviously like, they're out on the street as well. What about them? All the homeless people, yeah, what about them? Yeah, even all the little young children. And this is another thing that made me laugh, yeah, is that someone basically said on Facebook, I'm not going to say who, yeah, but they said on Facebook about how young children can't catch it. Well, they're actually incorrect, yeah, because any child that suffers with asthma, yeah, or bronchitis or anything like that, they are actually prone to catch it. This is another thing. I've done a lot of research in this stuff, yeah, and it's not just me that's actually should be research. Everyone should be researching. Like for instance, even when you go to wash your hands, it's not just like a quick 2 seconds under the tap. Yeah, it's got to be at least 20 seconds. Yeah, with hot water and soap. Yeah, and even with that, you need to use hand gels as well. Yeah, hand sanitizers, hand gels. This is another thing. People with this panic buying, yeah, they don't understand that they are literally buying so much of it, yeah, but they're not allowing other people to get it. And even for instance, shops that they're saying that, oh, we're only limited to give like a certain amount to other people. Yeah, but what about all the other people that go into the shop and they haven't got none? So you're not really limiting it like to other people as such. You're sort of only giving it to the first people that come in the shop. So I understand about the quantity of stock will drop dramatically. Yeah. Like for instance, even when I went to go to the shop like a few times, yeah, they didn't have any toilet roll because literally the second the pallet come out, yeah, and the pallet got dropped, people was attacking the guy just to grab a roll and run out. And I thought, but why? I don't get it. Like seriously, it's not about that they haven't got enough money to order the stuff because they have clearly got enough money to order this stuff in. Yeah, but it's about literally like people. You need to start thinking, yeah, outside the box right now. Yeah, think about this. Yeah, all the other people that are obviously out in the street, the elderly people, the young children online, people are not thinking about them. They're just thinking of themselves. They're being very, very selfish. Okay. So when it comes to it, we need to start helping out each other. Yeah. And it's not, to be honest, yeah, it's not just about, oh yeah, I need to go out and it's survival of the fittest, yeah. And I've just noticed, yeah, that literally people are fighting over canned food that someone's just messaged. You know what? Even my partner said from day one, yeah, day one when this thing hit, yeah, she's very, very intelligent, my partner, extremely clever, yeah, when it comes to this sort of stuff. She said to me, yeah, the best thing that we need to get right now is canned food, tin food. It don't really go off that quick. Yeah, it lasts for a very, very, very long time. It has an amazing shelf life. And you know what? You can even put it in a cupboard. You don't even have to put it in your fridge. Yeah. So like, for instance, with pasta, she even said, yeah, we need to get loads of pasta. We need to get loads of tin food. We need to get like, obviously like a few like essential items like cleaning products and whatever. And you know what? She's right. And now people are like basically like moaning now because there ain't even things like hair dye on the shelf. Look, I'm not being funny or nothing, yeah, but how is hair dye supposed to be helping you in a crisis like this? It doesn't make sense. Why are you going to rush out and think, oh yeah, by the way, on my roots are showing, I just need to have a little touch up? What are you talking about? Yeah, people. I mean, look. To be honest, people are shutting down their businesses. Yeah, like the fast food restaurant chains, they're all shutting down because they haven't got no customers because of what's going on right now. Yeah, even like restaurants like McDonald's. Yeah, even places like Pizza Hut, places like Burger King, like KFC. You name it, they're going to be shutting soon. And this is another thing. What my partner said is very, very true. Yeah, people that obviously enjoy a good drink on the weekend or whatever. So people like my mother, yeah, who works hard throughout the whole weekend and like the weekend she spends like down the pub and obviously like engaging with her friends or whatever. They're gonna shut all the pubs down soon. So people won't even be able to go to the pub and like socialize with other people. They won't be able to. So obviously, even with my mother, yeah, she's got a lot of good friends like in the pub and whatever. So she won't be able to associate with them. And it's not like exactly she's going to be inviting people around to her house to have like a little sort of like session and whatever. It's not going to happen. So when you think about it, a lot of the things that you've been used to like throughout out the week, what you normally what your plans are and whatever, they're going to be finished, to be honest, right? So I want people to start commenting now exactly like what they believe is like probably the best thing, what they can think is going to be helpful. Do you know what I mean? And that way, with a bit like other people can see this video and then they'll be able to understand a little bit better. All right. But when it comes to obviously like buying things, like even for instance like paracetamol now, yeah, right. So when people's ill, yeah, I mean like paracetamol is pretty essential. I mean it gets rid of headaches. Obviously, like if you don't take too much of it, you don't grow immune to it in a way. All right. So it gets rid of headaches. It even removes your temperature if you've got very high temperature. If you don't know that, okay. So say for instance like with paracetamol, every shop they're all sold out. Why? I don't get it. So like even for instance, like when I just went to the pound shop, yeah, and normally you get 3 boxes for £1. My partner desperately needed some the other day, yeah. Pound shop had sold out. I mean, I went into Pound Stretchers, they sold out as well. I went into Asda, they didn't even have the Asda brand paracetamol. This is how bad it was, yeah. I even went into Farm Foods, yeah, a frozen food shop. I mean, I don't know why, but I thought I'd just chance it and see if they had, yeah. Didn't have none. So when I went to a little supermarket across the road, like a little Turkish supermarket, I thought, oh, they've got to have some in here, please. Like, my partner's desperate. She really needs them. Yeah, because that's the only thing she can take right now. And as I walked in there, yeah, for one box of paracetamol was £1.50 for 16 little tablets. Now, it was exactly the same box as what you get in the pound shop, and you get 3 for £1. So these people, yeah, in these tiny little supermarkets, they're very clever, but at the same time, they're trying to rip people off. Yeah, it's not good at all. I even see a video recently about how a guy, yeah, in a corner shop was trying to sell this other guy, yeah, a bottle of hand sanitizer for £10. Why? Do you want to know why? It's because people are desperate, yeah. But obviously, like when it comes to desperation, this guy even said, "Look, I really, really need this thing. Yeah, how can you charge £10 for it? It's not even £10 in the shop. This is normally like £2. So where are you going with your big £10? Why?" But you know what? What it is that they know that obviously there's a form of desperation, and people are obviously going through this crisis thing, yeah, and they need a lot of help. So even when it comes down to like the food that you need to go out and buy, you're right. The person that commented on this video, you are right, yeah. Get some tins of food, but the only trouble is even if you go to Tesco's, Asda, Morrison's, Farm Foods, wherever you want to name it, yeah, any tin food, yeah, they even put labels up now, yeah. We are only limiting 5 cans, yeah, 5 cans of like tin food per customer. But there's a little loophole around that, yeah. If there's 2 of you, yeah, go to the shop with 2 of you. Don't just go to the shop by yourself. If there is 2 of you, yeah, even if there's 3 of you, yeah, get yourself 5 cans each. That way you get 15. Do you get it? Or even if like there's 4 of you, that way you get 20. Yeah. To be honest, yeah, even like say like the same person now is like desperation makes food of us all. Do you know? Yeah, falls of us all. Do you know what is true? Yeah, everyone gets really, really desperate when it comes to like to this. Even for instance, like when it comes to Christmas shopping, yeah, people go mad. They go crazy over getting things like first. Even people queue up like 5 hours before the shop opened. Even for instance, my partner's neighbour, yeah, he said that he had to stand outside the shop for 2.5 hours before it even opened just to get himself a toilet roll. I don't get it, seriously. And he lives literally like right like on the street next to the shop, yeah. And this is the thing, people are even coming from miles and miles away now just to come to this little place, because obviously the desperation has kicked in so much because there's nothing around where they are. So they think, oh, if I go a little bit further out and I get there a bit earlier, then obviously I might be able to get in a bit quicker and then obviously get my stuff what I need. No. And do you know what I noticed as well? Yeah, a lot of online shopping places, they're not really like going that strong anymore, right? A lot of online shopping places, like even like say eBay, yeah, even like Amazon and places like that, yeah. I don't know, it's like a proper struggle. So if there's any essential things that you actually really need, see if they can deliver it to you. Yeah, just see if they can. And if they can, then obviously you've done well, but you will have to wait. That's the only trouble. All right. So like there's a few things that I want, and obviously like, yeah, I'm gonna need to get it. So in a way, I've got no other choice. So I'm gonna have to make that decision of thinking, do you know what, I really want this, but do I really need it in a way? Yeah. So you need to add up your certain like things and think, you know what, I really need this, and write yourself out a list. And you know what? Tick off the list what you desperately actually need, and all the other things put it to the side because it's really not that important. To be fair, yeah, it's not about, oh, I need to go out and buy it and, like before other people get the chance to buy it. No, that's just greed. Yeah, that is greed. I mean, a lot of people are saying about elderly people. They're even like, say, I see a few posts now about how in Iceland, yeah, basically like a frozen food shop in Iceland, yeah, they're opening the shops an hour early just so as the elderly people can get their little bit of food. Yeah. To be fair, I feel as though that's a good thing, yeah. But obviously, what about people that have young children as well? Yeah. By the time that the shops actually open normally, yeah, seriously, it's mad. I've seen CCTV footage, yeah, of all these shops, and literally people go running in, yeah, and then this like say an apocalypse, people will just like fight people. I mean, I even see people fighting people over a toilet roll, literally like a bag of toilet rolls. I've seen like some woman the other day, she went crazy, yeah, and because someone basically took a packet of toilet rolls out of a basket, she went absolutely mental, yeah, and she kicked off a massive fight in a shop. But to be honest, yeah, it shouldn't have to come to this. Yeah, this is stupid. Another thing is like, I even see another post about how this couple had spent $17,000, yeah, on buying toilet rolls, yeah, to make a profit. See what I mean about this, yeah? People, they know that people are desperate, yeah, and they know that when it comes to stupidness, yeah, a lot of people like they jump to that sort of desperateness and they think, oh, do you know what? I'm going to make a profit on all these other stupid people because they really don't know what they're doing. Yeah, no, that's really not a good thing. To be honest, I feel as though like you're not just ripping off that person. I feel as though like you're sort of taking advantage of them because they know the situation that they're in. Yeah, but another thing, yeah, like for instance, when people are saying, give you an example about, oh, how I've got a week off, I don't know what to do in my week. Yeah, this thing is not just going to happen for a week long. I hope you do know that. Yeah, this thing is going to be way longer. Yeah, I've even seen posts on Twitter. Yeah, this is why a lot of people, they need a bit of re-educating. Yeah, to be honest. So when it comes down to it, yeah, right, this thing is not a week long. You're right. How you doing? I just noticed that you seen like I've just seen a little comment on you. I appreciate that. Yeah, basically, like when it comes down to it, this thing is not a week long. Yeah, they're saying about, oh, how I got a week off from work. So, do you know what? Yeah, it's gonna be happening up to June and July. Yeah, do you know what month we're in right now? Yeah, we're in January, February, March and April. Yeah, roughly. Say we're in March and April, roughly right now. Yeah, right. This thing's gonna happen to June or July. We've got months yet before this thing's ever gonna finish. Yeah. And this is a man-made virus, yeah, that happened in a lab, yeah, in China that got leaked, yeah. And then, like, for instance, even the UK, they don't even have a border control. So literally, like, anyone, even like me right now, yeah, can grab up my passport, yeah, go to the actual airport and say, oh, I want to go to Thailand, I want to go to Djibouti, I want to go to like Spain, I want to go to Egypt. And no one's gonna stop me. Yeah, this is the stupid thing. But if you're in places like Italy, like you're in other like countries and whatever, yeah, they're gonna say no, you can't board the plane because of the crisis right now. See, the UK is so dumb when it comes to things like this, yeah. And even for instance, like I put up a post recently about how anyone that basically voted for the Conservative Party, yeah, you don't know what you're voting for, to be honest, yeah. And people say, oh, do you know what? Leave Boris alone, or give Boris a chance. But do you know what? What is he actually doing for this country right now? Yeah, what is he doing? Yeah. And when I put this to people on Facebook, this is what makes me laugh about people on Facebook. Yeah, they don't really know what they're talking about. They don't have a clue when it comes to it. Yeah, because when they're saying, "Oh, leave Boris alone," he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Well, do you know what you told me then? Yeah, I'm still waiting for people to respond, and this is days later. Yeah, I'm talking days, like 3 or 4 days now. I've been waiting for people to reply, and they've gone all quiet now. Yeah, and do you know what? Even on a post on Twitter, yeah, saying about how Boris disappeared for 2 days, no one even knew where he was. Yeah, and this is the sort of people, yeah, that obviously like are voting for this guy. Why? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, this guy don't have a clue. Yeah, even for instance like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is useless in America. Yeah, seriously, and people they're too thick-headed to understand like why they actually need someone like him in charge. No one knows, to be honest. Yeah, he's not been there for his country at all, and the guy's racist as well. So people they're voting for this guy, yeah, and they think, oh, I really want this guy in charge, but why? He hasn't like obviously had no impact on America. He hasn't done nothing good for them. Yeah, even for instance like with Boris over here, I can't think of one good thing that this guy has actually done for this country. Not one. Seriously, if I could, I'd mention it. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of tweets, a lot of like Facebook posts and everything. Yeah, about how he's great and no, he's not. He's useless. Boris is useless. Yeah, he tries to show like a good impression, but you know what? Every single time he gets put under pressure, he rubbish talks his way out of it. He just puts excuse in front of excuse and then answers the question with another question and whatever, and then just gets out of it. Yeah, this is the sort of people that we've got in charge. Even for instance, like I keep mentioning before, yeah, but the royal family, yeah, they're useless. Get rid of them. To be fair, that's my opinion. Yeah, my actual personal opinion, and a lot of other people agree with what I'm saying as well. I know they do because to be honest, yeah, no one really helps. I mean, for instance, like look, speaking of the royal family right now, yeah, like when it comes to it, yeah, like Harry the Nazi. I mean, come on, this is the sort of people that are talking about like, oh, we want them in power, yeah. Like Harry the Nazi, yeah. This is the sort of people that you want. Philip the racist, yeah. Philip is one of the most extreme racist people, yeah, of this country. I don't like follow these people. Even for instance, the Queen has a paedophile son, yeah. He's a paedophile, yeah, having like sexual interactions with children under 9 years old on a private island. This is the sort of people, yeah, that people follow. But you know what? The amount of times, yeah, that I've made a post about this, yeah, and then people say things like, for instance, do you know what? To be honest, but they bring billions of pounds of revenue in towards this country. What, so that makes it right then, does it? Yeah, with tourism and whatever. But I'm being honest, what exactly do they do for this country? They don't do nothing. Yeah, they don't. And then like the same excuse will be, oh, but they bring in billions of pounds of revenue like from tourists. But what do they do? This is the thing. Yeah, they might bring in a bit of money for this, but do they give it back into the country? No. Yeah, they take money from the taxpayer, which is obviously us. Yeah, but they don't give nothing back at all. I mean, to be fair, what about all the poor homeless people out on the street and whatever? Yeah, I remember the situation like this. And do you know what they've done? All the benches that obviously the homeless people are sleeping on, do you know what they've done? They put barriers on the bench so as they couldn't sleep. Why? Yeah, and they even said that, oh, we need to basically like clean up the streets as well. So they told that, or they told all the homeless people, yeah, that you need to move, you need to move on, yeah, grab your stuff and go. But that's their home, that's all they've got, yeah. And they started grabbing up all their stuff, like the bedding, their cans, like literally like all their shoes, everything they had, they chucked it in, they binned it, and then they had literally less than nothing. So this is the sort of government, yeah, and a country following. Like I don't believe it's right. I really don't. And when it comes to actually like improving your situation as well, there's no way to do it apart from yourself. Yeah, think about it like this. Yeah, with me, I worship my family. Yeah, because they stick by me all the time. Like I do anything for them. Even for instance, my daughter, she hasn't been too well recently. First thing I've done, I've run down the shop. I've got everything that she needed because I don't want her to be ill. Do you know what I mean? Even for instance, her school, they still wanted to come in because of what Boris has decided. No, no, I told her to stay home. So did my partner. We both told her to stay home, and she's at home. She's in bed right now. Yeah, and do you know what? She's not well. So I don't want to go into school and then catching some next nastiness. No, no, it's not on. So like for instance, like I said, don't let people control your life. Yeah, you're the one that's in charge. Even for instance, people that are scared about, oh yeah, but if I don't go into work, I'm going to lose money. But you know what? Lose money then. Yeah, at least you don't lose your life. At least you, like your family don't lose their life. What's your job's more important? It don't make sense. Yeah. And then like other people are saying, oh yeah, like, oh, what do I do with my time off? Do something constructive, to be fair. Yeah. What you're telling me that there's nothing to do around your house, what your house is spotless and mint and amazing. Come on. Stop being so like ignorant in a way. Yeah. You need to start doing a bit more for yourself. Yeah. Don't do anything for your country because your country is rubbish, to be fair. The UK is an abomination. Yeah. I really don't agree with any of the rules that come out for Conservative at all. I think they're terrible. Yeah, that's my opinion. And you know what? A lot of people actually agree with me as well. And if you don't believe me, what I'm saying, go onto Twitter. It's all there. Do a bit of research here, do a bit of reading, and you'll find out that I'm not the one just saying this. This is not my personal opinion as well. This is the opinion of thousands of other people. Yeah. And it's true. Like I said, when it comes to personal hygiene, yeah, every time you go to the shops, yeah, don't interact too long with people as well. Don't sit there like a very close distance, like talking like literally so your germs are spreading. And then they're saying about don't take. This is another thing that made me laugh here. Like the government is saying don't take public transport. Yeah, you need to quarantine yourself, but you still need to come to school. How? If people come to school via public transport and they're telling them not to take public transport, what are they supposed to do? Take their own private jet? I don't get it. Yeah. And then they're saying, oh, you need to be aware of obviously like things outside or whatever. No, you need to be aware of things inside your house as well. Yeah, because if you're not a very clean person, yeah, you're actually a dirty, filthy person, then your hygiene levels are obviously like terrible. Even for instance, yeah, like the doctors, if they say, for instance, like with your doctors now, yeah, you can't just go to the doctors if you're feeling symptoms of this coronavirus, yeah, and then you got to quarantine yourself inside the house, yeah. But how do you even know if you've got it or not? Yeah, they're not quarantining anyone. They're not looking after anyone. But if you're a member of parliament, if you're like say Donald Trump or obviously like you're Boris Johnson, or even if you're the Queen, yeah, our ever so gracious Queen, yeah, then you're going to get special treatment. Obviously, you will. That's how it goes. If you're not a celebrity or you're not someone famous or obviously you're not someone in power, then you're basically screwed. It's the way that this country is, unfortunately, and it's the way that other countries are working as well. Yeah, it's true. So like I said, look after yourself. Yeah, this is a very, very serious thing right now. Look after yourself. Make sure you look after your family members as well, because you know what? You're the only people that's actually going to matter in this world. Like seriously, all right? Other people, yeah, that just want to think like, oh yeah, I've got a week off. I've just dyed my hair. What do you think? I don't care. I really don't care about your new hair color. I really don't. Honestly, I don't care at all. Yeah, that's not important right now. What's important right now is me, my family. That's it. Yeah, and obviously, like every other people that I've got to follow me right now, I want you guys to look after yourself as well because I actually care about you as well. Yeah, this is the main thing. I care about everyone I've got as my following as well. In fact, a lot of people in the world as well that don't even like watch me as well. Do you know what? I care about them as well. But other people, like people that are in power, people that are in the government, they're useless. They don't care about you. Yeah, they don't. They're telling you to do one thing and then going against what they're saying as well. Like this Boris guy, he's useless. Yeah, he's telling you not to take public transport, but you need to go to school still to take the transport. This, like I said, this is the people that we've got in power right now, and they're just useless. I don't believe that these people should be in charge at all whatsoever. And in fact, I feel as though literally they could just walk down the road and just pick any random person off the street and say, yeah, I think you should be in charge. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know how the hell that he managed to get in charge. In charge of what? He's not in charge of me. He doesn't run my life for me. He doesn't run my partner's life. He doesn't run my kid's life. So, like I said, you need to make that educated decision, just like I did with my college. Whereas I said to my teacher, right, and when I said to him, look, I'm not happy with your decision. Yeah, I'm really not. And he said, well, what is it exactly do you want me to do? I said, well, go get your manager. Yeah, go get your manager. And he went, what right now? I went, yeah, right now. Because I'm not standing for this. What you think? Oh, because what you say, it goes. No, not in my mind. No way. I'm way more intelligent than what this teacher thinks I am, you know. And then when he got his manager, I explained my decision to his manager, his manager's manager, and even the head of the whole department, even the head of the whole college, even the principal. I said to them, you know what? I'm not going to risk my personal health and hygiene, and obviously my partner's health and hygiene, just because you want me to come here because of what Boris has decided. Now, Boris is not in charge of me at all. It's not going to happen. So, for instance, like I said, I'm going to bring out this video here because I feel as though it's really important, and obviously other people should be watching it as well. But do your research, please. I'm actually begging you guys to do your research. Don't just go on Facebook and think, oh, I really need to obviously like watch what people are saying on Facebook, because a lot of people on Facebook, yeah, they're more sort of jokers, and they will just like say joke about posts like this. This is actually a very, very serious thing, yeah. And I'm being honest, yeah. To be honest, yeah. When it comes to it, you're the one that's more important at the end of the day. Yeah. Don't follow what other people are saying. Yeah, like on Facebook, go onto Twitter, do your research as well, because this, like I said, this is a serious thing. And even on Twitter, there's a lot of intelligent people that are obviously saying the same thing. All right. And even for instance about say like Labour, I feel as though like Labour should actually like win next time, because this is dreadful. Like the thing is like what the Conservatives have done. Yeah, right. They've actually ruined this country big time. Yeah, they have extremely ruined it. Yeah. So when it comes to it, I feel as though like Labour should have the next chance and then go into power. To be fair, because Conservatives have had long enough now in charge, and I haven't seen no improvement in this country whatsoever at all whatsoever. Yeah. So when for instance like with Labour, my partner was even saying that like with Labour, yeah, they're willing to give free universities to people so they don't even have to pay free education. What's wrong with that? Yeah, that means that even I can go to university. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have no debt that I wouldn't have to pay off. Even my daughter, yeah, she wouldn't have to pay no 60 grand. Yeah, which she's never going to be able to pay back for the rest of her life. So that would have been free. Even for instance like free Wi-Fi. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Who wouldn't want free Wi-Fi? Yeah. And also when it comes to the NHS, they're talking about giving, say for instance, like say young nurses, yeah, a higher paid rate. Yeah. What, you don't think they deserve that? This is the thing when it comes to it. But people want to vote this Conservative. Even for instance, like people like my grandma, yeah, she told me that she voted Conservative, like when the vote was up recently, yeah. And I actually asked her why. Why did you vote for that? I didn't have a go. I just said why. What was your reasons? Like why did you vote that? She went, I don't know. I've always voted them. So, yeah, but I don't understand. There must have been a reason why. Oh, no, I don't know. See, people like this, that they just don't understand why they're actually doing this decision. Even, for instance, with my mum, she voted the same, Conservative. And when I asked her, but why? What was your reason for that? Oh, I don't know. I've always done it. Yeah, but don't you look into why you're voting for these things? No, no, no. I've just always done it, so I just done it again. This is what shocks me, yeah. And then, for instance, like when it comes to other places, like the NHS system, yeah, in the UK, I'm not gonna knock. I really can't. I feel as though they don't get paid enough. They don't. I mean, when you're working, say, double shifts, yeah, when you're working like 17-hour days, yeah, and you must have walked at least a good 8 miles in hospital, because nurses and like obviously doctors, they walk a lot, yeah, and they're under a lot of pressure to get a lot of things done. And I don't think that they're paid enough, to be fair. That's my personal opinion. That's my partner's personal opinion. Even my daughter, she's going in to be a midwife. Yeah. So this is a profession that obviously don't even pay a lot of money, to be fair, when it comes to it. All right. But it's not just my opinion. It's the opinion of thousands, tens of thousands of other people. Yeah. Even hundreds of thousands of other people on Twitter. Like I said, have a little look on Twitter, do a bit of research, and then you'll find out a little bit more information. All right. But this is just a little video that I thought I'm going to bring out to people's attention. I'm glad that it's getting like a few views as well, to be honest, like to be fair. So I feel as though like just share this video as much as possible, yeah, because I want it to get seen. Like I really do. I want it to get seen by other people. But just please take care of yourself. Please take care of obviously your family members and even your friends. Just make sure that they've got everything they need. all right? The elderly people as well, and obviously like the young children, just look after everyone that you can, all right? And don't try and think about, I need to go out and rush out and buy this and that and whatever. Just get the essential things, because this panic buying needs to stop, yeah? Because it's not really fair on other people at all right? It's not a case of like, oh, I need to go out and buy this because otherwise someone else will get it. No, don't stop thinking like that, seriously, because you're actually destroying it for other people. And like I said, if you're the one that's actually going out and you're thinking, oh, I've got all this stuff, if someone else hasn't got that stuff, yeah, obviously, then they're sort of like at risk in a way. So you're not really the sort of like, say, helping the situation. You're actually defeating the situation, because it's not really a clever thing, is it? All right. But I feel as though you should share this video as much as possible. Yeah. Remember to like it as well, because that would really help. And also put a comment down in the comment section, because I know that this is a live video. So if you're live right now with me, make sure that your comments are going to be seen and get heard as well, because this is really important. All right. So I want everyone to have a wonderful day, and just remember to look after yourself. And also remember to subscribe to the channel, wherever the little subscribe button is around the screen. Click on that subscribe button, all right, like, as well, all right? But everyone, please take care, all right? And I wish you all very safe, all right? Have a lovely day, all right?